Hi everyone. So I know I always have this on, but please excuse the hat, my Tyrone Biggums hat. I am sick and my thermoregulatory system is just all over the place. I'm cold and hot at the same time. I'm currently cold right now and my throat hurts, so please excuse the look. So I just wanted to make a quick video today. I was actually talking to a friend about doing a mission trip, a nursing mission trip, because we're both nurses. And she specifically said she wanted to look in an area. She wanted to look in Cuba. I said, okay, it's fine. So I did some research. And I'm having a really hard time finding mission trips, nursing mission trips that are not like faith-based. And so she kind of specified that she didn't want to do something that was faith-based because she's not religious. And that made me really like think about what the term means to be, religious. For her, I understand she's saying, she doesn't feel like she wants to do a job for somebody, she wants to serve somebody, but she doesn't want to feel like she doesn't want to convert anybody and she doesn't want to be converted. She's at that, at that point in her life, and I get that, I understand. I have been like struggling with the term religious because I've had friends who have said that to me before. They're like, oh, I'm not, like, I'll say something, we'll just be having like a conversation maybe about like, I don't know, like Lent or anything that may be, in the realm of, I guess, typical religious things. But I think what bothers me is, like, I feel like when my friends talk about, like, oh, I'm not a religious person, I feel like, and it may be something within me, but I have, like, when I hear that, I have a very negative connotation with the word religious, because it's almost like, yes, I have friends of all religious, faith-based backgrounds. I don't have a problem with that. I think sometimes, when I hear the word, like, or when they say, like, I'm not religious, or, I think sometimes it's almost like they see people who go to church like myself, or like, attend church services, or, read the Bible every day. I think they think every person, and this thing, since I'm talking about me, every Christian is like this zealot, like this judgmental, puritanical, homophobic Christian. And I feel like that is kind of like what is lumped into like religious. I don't know, I know I'm just kind of giving you like scant conversations with friends. These are long conversations I've had with friends about various things. But since that friend called me today and we were kind of talking about that, I guess that means like what it means to be like religious. Because I'm a practicing Christian. Like, I go to church, I pray, I meditate. This is my meditation room and prayer room. I do all those things to be a good Christian, but it's weird, like, I don't know if I can even call myself religious, because I have such a negative connotation with that. Like, I think of someone who's, like, hates everybody who's not Christian, and hates everybody who's homophobic, or, they are homophobic, and they just are just various negative beings. So that's kind of like what I associate with, like, so when someone says, like, oh, I'm not associated with religion, I'm not a religious person, I don't know. I don't know where I know where it comes from, because so often, no matter what religion you're talking about, so often you see the negative side. People being judgmental, people using religion as a way to further their own gain. Like, you see that, it happens every day, all day. So I understand why people kind of have a negative connotation towards religion. But I would hope, I don't know, I guess I gotta pray on to not maybe have such a negative. But that's what I think of when people are like, I'm not religious. I'm like, I'm not either. I guess I don't know. It's my negative connotation. And, the word that I'm like all over the place tonight. Basically, when people say that they're like not religious, I just think of it as a negative thing, and I don't think that any religion is negative by any stretch. I think there's good everywhere. I think there's good in every religion. I just unfortunately think that we always go for the bad, or we always want to mention the bad first. So I don't know. It was just one of those things I just thought about, because I've had multiple conversations where friends will just like, they'll say, oh, I'm not religious, I'm gonna stay away from that, or And I'm not. It is not like I'm not. it's not like oh guys, like there's so many different factors to this. Like, yes, a lot of my friends don't go to church, they don't practice, or they may, you know, I don't know what some of my friends believe in, and, you know, that's a very personal conversation that I will not delve into unless it's a mutual exchange that we're talking about, you know, like our beliefs in religion, because I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. So by definition, I guess you could say that a lot of my friends are not religious, but I think for me, I think it's more to that than it's just like not stating like literally I'm not religious. I think it's more like religion's gross to me and it's brought about so much bad in the world, and that's why I think sometimes when people say that. And I feel like not I, as well as many people around the world can be an example of how Christianity is supposed to be. If that makes any sense. So, anyways, I'm sick. I'm sorry I'm rambling. That happens sometimes when you're sick. But I did want to kind of just talk about that and sort things out and see if anyone had any thoughts about that very, like, I'm not religious. Again, I'm not one to beat my beliefs over the head. I don't believe in that. I don't feel like that brings people together. But such is life. Those conversations do come up sometimes, and sometimes those things are said. But anyways, thank you for listening to this rant of mine. Have a good night.